Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone today? I hope you are doing well. I realized last night that I never set up my planners for this month. Um, Last month was a crazy month. So we're going to set it up. We're going to set up my budget one, and then we'll move right into my everyday carry, my Sterling Ink. And I have made the decision that I have not been very good about keeping track of my daily spending. So we are going to be doing that and starting this week. So let me make a little mark. Actually, I'm just going to use a little sticky note and tab it up so I know where I'm at. And we will set that page up after, not today, because today's going to be a little long. But yeah, so we need to get today's set up. And I got the correct stickers back from my daughter the last time we met up, which was at the beginning of May. No, that wasn't the last time I saw my daughter. Maybe it was. I think it's time to take my little Miss Penelope again. Anyways, how was everybody's weekend? Did we do anything fun over the weekend? I worked on my Sisterhood of the Traveling Journal, and I got that completed, and that is going out in the mail today. This is the international group. Me and like 10 other ladies decided to start our own group. That was my first group. We decided to start our own group because the administration that was in the other group really could not get things figured out. We have not been able to mail out our journals since April 15th. I want to say it was April 15th. So we all ended up just being like, yep, we're done. And we created our own group with the ladies that we had started the other group originally with. And we are continuing our journey on with all of our journals that we have already made. And we are creating that group. I think it's through GroupMe. I've never heard of that before, but one lady just took charge, and she's like, all right, we're going to do this. And I was like, okay, works for me. I'm not sure. I think we are getting our original journals back, and then we're going to get a rotation going. Honestly, I think we got to touch maybe 2 journals. So we're going to sit down and we're going to figure out who actually worked in whose journal. And then that way we don't get those same journals again. And then that way we can still get our completed journals. Yeah, that group was quite the little crap show. And then my group 2, I have not received any journals from the girl that's supposed to be mailing them to me since the beginning of April. Mind you, I did receive 2 journals from her, but she's not responding to anybody. She is not sending journals. We are not sure what's going on. I think the lady that's sending them to her needs to stop sending them to her and just skip right over her and just send them to me. I'm not trying to be mean, but she's obviously not responding, and she's just holding on to the journal. So what's the point of sending them to her? But that's my opinion, and sometimes people don't like my opinions. But anyways, I'm going to fast forward through putting the date dots on. I'll be right back. Alrighty, now we got those down, and we're just going to finish off by putting our payday sticker. And we actually have enough payday stickers, which works out great. We did have a few things this past week, and on the 1st, because I have 4 bills that are due on the 1st, I am going to use, I have to pull that sticker back up very gently. There we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this 4-box sticker, and then I'm going to kind of do it something like this. There. And then that one's going to be a little more difficult because I actually had jury duty on that day too, but that's all right. I'm not going to worry about it too much. And we had trash on that day. Oh well. Payday on the 8th, we have trash. That one's going to be wrote in. On the 10th, we have a bill due. 10th, the 11th. I think the 11th is only one. 12th. I'm going to get all these down and I'll bring it right back. Okay. I got those down. I stuck down my 2 birthdays that we have this month. And for the holidays, I think I'm just going to use this. So we have Flag Day on the 14th. And then we have Father's Day on the 21st. we use the heart for Father's Day. The 21st. And then on the 19th, we have Juneteenth. We'll stick that up here. We'll do the same thing with the exclamation point. I should see if I have a small flag that I can put there. And then and then on the 27th, we are going to use this star for my niece's graduation. Okay, so let's get all of our bills in here. I do have some appointments that we will write in afterwards. What I think I'll do for Monday is I'll try and write TDS. Actually, I'm just going to write the appointments and not my whole thing, like my jury duty and all that, because that didn't really cost me any money. I actually got paid for that. And I'm going to start tracking my spending this week because I don't think I have my receipts from last week. Then on the 10th, we have Progressive, National Grid. I still have some hospital bills and doctor's bills from my surgery. I just got one from the hospital, so I'm going to start paying that one. I was surprised it took that long to get it because I had got the doctor's bill, I want to say like the next, like 3 weeks after the surgery. So yeah, I just got the hospital bill on that one, which was really weird because my first time that, well, not the first surgery, but the second surgery was $300 altogether. This one was $500 altogether. So I'm not 100% sure how that was figured out because it was only supposed to be $300, but whatever. I'm going to have to pay it either way because my insurance only paid what they paid. And then the 24th, we have Canva. 26 is and then the last one is Casella. And then we have 2 birthdays this month, and we will go in with this one. And that is my daughter's fiance. And then this one is my sister-in-law's. And then we have graduation. I think they're almost like done school at this point. I think they start getting out like they only have half days this week, maybe. I'm not sure. So we have on the 14th, we have Flag Day. Let's go in with the blue. Let me make sure I'm still in frame. Okay. The 21st, we have Father's Day. And the 19th, we have Juneteenth. And then I don't have a green pen. Let's find one. Okay, so we are going to do this. And then I have 2 appointments. Well, I had 3, but a couple of them already went by. And one was there, in which we paid that copay. I prefer my primary's copay, but you know, we can't always have what we want. And then on the 10th, we have a nail appointment. So we will do the appointments in pink. And then we have nails. And then Okay, and I think that's all my appointments. Okay, so I think we got this all situated. We're going to go right here. This is going to be a fun day for us. And I think I'll do the fun day in, actually, you know what? Let me go with this sticker because we only usually get like one day to go and do something together because my Wednesdays are my day off and Sundays. So we are going to go down to A Bay and possibly go to Bolt Castle. Plus we want to go to the shop that's selling our honey and see how that is because they changed that. We've never been to that shop, so that'll be fun for us. Let's see. I think I do gotta go and get groceries. I didn't get groceries this week. I did a little bit on Saturday. We got a new Dollar General Market right up the road from us. That is cool to have. Very handy when you're in a bind. I mean, it's not even if you're in a bind. I mean, you need hamburger right up the road from us. It's awesome. I love it. And the first one I had seen is out by my daughter. Normally, I think they're all like further down in the south, but I'm not sure. It's the first time I've ever seen one was the one that they were building by my daughter. And then I started seeing like advertisements on TV. Well, not TV, YouTube, but I started seeing them all over YouTube. And I was like, man, I want one of those. And lo and behold, they built one up by us. So that was pretty cool. I don't know if they're going to keep the Family Dollar that's right next door to it, but I prefer that Dollar General. It's so clean and stocked. It's nice. It's definitely nice. And then I think what we'll do is we're going to do this over here. And I'm going to put this one right here. I got to start saving money. Okay. And then I think what we will do is we will take these two and put them right here for now. And then we're going to move right over to my Sterling Ink. My pens. So we got May. Let's get this decorated. And I'm probably not going to have you guys like watch this. I'm just going to get things decorated. And this month I was going to use this yellow, but I think it's a little too bright. Let me see if I can find a different yellow. If it's not yellow, it's going to have to be, might be blue. I might be able to go with that blue. I really wanted yellow though. Pause. Okay. Let me see. So I pulled a couple of different ones. Let's see which ones go best. I think that yellow's too dark. Might be able to do that blue. I don't like the blue though. Although that pink goes really well. We might end up having to use the pink. Although that goes, I guess it goes. It's kind of a peachy. Because the yellow is really bright. And those two colors are too dark. The blue kind of goes. What about this blue? Maybe we'll just go with the blue. I think we'll just go with the blue. All right. Let's go with blue. And then we'll get that on. Let's see. So do you guys set up your planners for like the month? Do you do like a monthly layout and then do a weekly? I like having it to look at for the month. And then I know what I'm doing. And then, you know, sometimes I don't ever know what I'm doing. Because my brain is chaotic sometimes. I definitely have like ADHD, or not ADHD, ADD, and I'm all over the place. Because I am definitely not hyper, I can tell you that. Some days I wish I had that hyper energy. I had my grandson over the weekend. So my son was working on his bike and he was using his ankle grinder. And of course, you know, my son never listens to me. Like I've told him numerous times, you better wear safety glasses when you're doing stuff like that. Well, he didn't wear his safety glasses this time and he got some metal in his eyes. So he ended up going up to Well Now and they couldn't get the metal out. He had 3 pieces in there. So they sent him up to the emergency room to get the metal out. And Asher, man, was not being good. So I told them to have him call me. And I told Asher that if he was good, Grandma would take him on Saturday after I got done work. Well, he was okay. He wasn't good. The only time he was good was when they were pulling the metal out because he was sitting there watching them. Luckily, they did get the metal out. But, yeah, he wasn't the most well-behaved boy. But, I mean, what do you expect out of a 3-year-old being stuck into a room with nothing to do? You know, I mean, yeah, it's got to be boring sitting there waiting for them to come in and get that done. But I guess he was really good on Saturday, so Grandma took him. And that kid has so much energy. He is definitely his father's son. Let me tell you what. My son has always had mad energy. And he was diagnosed with ADHD when he was in like the 2nd grade. But I chalked it up to being a boy. But that kid definitely has some energy. And I think it's just a boy thing. Like, because, you know, I mean, I have a boy and a girl. And everybody's like, oh, boys are so much easier. No, they're not. And I don't know if it's just because, like, my daughter was she was just so calm. From the day she was born, she was just so calm. Like, she never cried. And, like, she was the easiest baby. Like, she never even cried when she was hungry. She was just so easy. She would sleep for, like, 4 hours during the day. She slept through the night. It was awesome. It was amazing. She was a trick baby. She was a trick baby. and then I had my son. And it was over. It was just over. He was hell on wheels. He was my sick baby. And oh my God. It was just go, 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 go from the day he was born. And it was rough. It was rough. I mean, for the first month, I didn't sleep. I think that kid maybe slept like an hour at night. He had to sleep upright, sleeping on me because he had bad acid reflux. And like he would eat and he would just instantly vomit. It was bad. And they would tell me, oh, that's normal. No, it's not. Like, they thought it was, like, my first time being a mom or something. No, that's not. Babies shouldn't be vomiting the second that they eat. But, yeah, anyway, so Asher, man, is just like his dad. He has the energy of, like, 30 people. Okay, so we are just going to, I think I'm just going to write May. But I think, do I want to do it in orange? Or do I want to do it in a deep yellow? I do have a yellow. I could do it in this. Yes, let's do it in this. Hold on, I need to fix this. So we have some evenness going on over here. There. And I'm going to clip it down just so that's a little bit stays for me. And then oh yeah, that's going to go. Okay, let me finish drawing that and I'll be right back. Okay, so we got that done. I think I'm just going to maybe make sure this one works before I start attempting. I think I'm just going to do like a little squiggly right here. I'm not the best person at drawing, but I attempt it. And I love these glitter pens. They are from the Dollar Tree, and I love them. They're like the best glitter pens I have ever found. Let's get, we're going to move that over there. And then I normally just decorate it. Okay. Oh, I should write 2026. Let's do 2026 in orange. But I'm going to do it up here. I'm sure there's going to be like plenty of glitter on this next page, but that's okay. Not a big deal. Okay, so we got that done, and now I have to go through and find some cute little decor. I think what I want to do is, I know there's a bunch of these little stickers, but some little scissors. And we'll do this, butt it right up there. Perfect. And then we'll come in with, where is it? I think that's the next one. Yes. I'd like to put some of those little lemons in there too. And I think we're going to cut this right up the middle. There. All right, and I thought about putting one of the girls on there after I drew that. Dang it. That's okay. Not a big deal. We do have some extra space down here that I think I want to put some stuff. This is pretty. Oh, that's really pretty. Let's do the coastal. Put that there. And then let's put this fit right up here. It will. It's going to cover that just a little bit, but that's okay. And then over here, I think she's too big to put up there. Yeah, she's going to be too big. All my girls are going to be too big. Let's do this plant. Put this right here. And then yeah, I don't think that looks good. Let's add a couple. We'll add that one. And then we got a couple of shells. I think we'll go with this over here. And then maybe, let me see, what do we got? What do we got? We got another like macchiato right here. Not a macchiato, a mocktail. I'm gonna put that, let's put that right here. And then, let's see, what else do we have? We do have a bunch of lemons, but let me see if they'll fit. Oh, you know what? I have this smaller bunch right here. And we might be able to put that there and possibly peel this one up and move it. Down there. Okay. And perfect. I thought I had another tiny shell. I do have this one, but I think that's going to be it for that one, for decor. Okay. So I do have my meal plan done. I don't have all of the days for the first because I don't remember what we ate. But I'm going to go through, get that all done. And then I will have another video up for my June plan with me. That's going to go up probably tomorrow. So I'm going to get this one set up. And then I am going to get everything uploaded for you guys today. And we'll have another video this week of my weekly plan with me. And if you like this setup, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see my future videos, make sure you are subscribed and your bell notifications are turned on. And then that way you don't miss any of my future videos. And I appreciate you spending some time with me. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.